Newsfirst Newsline with Faraz Shauketaly.
And a wonderful morning to you. This is Newsline, live as always from the Newsfirst studios in Dalton Street in Colombo. And a rather pleasant morning actually this morning, not wet, and quite perfect here on Tranquility Island, also known as Sri Lanka, land of our country, of our birth. Now then, this morning we've got with us the chairman of COPE, Mr. Sunil Handunnetti, to discuss a few matters with us. Very good morning to you, Mr. Sunil.
Very good morning, Mr. Faraz.
And very nice of you to come on the program. Now, Mr. Handunnetti, I was wondering, well, first of all, our congratulations on the reappointment to being the chairman of COPE.
Yeah.
You've done a good job. We are all batting for you.
Yes.
And we hope that you'll do a great job. Now then, National Audit Bill has finally been passed.
Yeah, but with amendments.
With amendments.
I can say, Mr. Faraz, finally not pass the bill in Parliament. Pass only the name of the bill.
Oh, only the name.
Yeah. Because of that reason, I say that, you know, in the 100-day program of this Yahapalana Good Governance government,
yeah,
they promised to the people to bring the National Audit Bill.
Yeah.
So what the purpose of the National Audit Bill for Sri Lanka?
Yeah.
There was a slogan in the ground, I mean the roads, against corruption.
Yes.
You know, the past regime of the Rajapaksa, there was a massive malpractice.
That's right. The people were wanting to address corruption.
Yeah. Using the power of the regime and the force into the governance, I mean the officers, they used some secretaries of the ministries.
Right.
Even Lalit Piratunga had to face to that problem as a president secretary.
Yeah.
Then, as a result of that, all slogans, all voice of the people and anti-corruption movements, like voice against corruption or voice against corruption movements, everything. Then finally, government promised to bring that National Audit Bill. They mentioned some dates also.
Correct. 2015,
February 19, they are planning to pass in cabinet.
Yeah.
And then 2015 March, they are trying to plan to pass the bill in Parliament. But unfortunately, after 3 years delay, bill passed in Parliament last 5th of July. But the problem is, I say, there is no national bill.
You say there is no bill.
Why? By using this act, this bill, I think National Audit Commission can't act as their own aspect.
I see.
Because
so
of the reasons,
they cannot act independently.
Independent, because there are so many amendments in the cabinet. What the purpose? To control the Auditor General's and Audit Commission's power.
Oh, I see.
What they are trying to do. For I can say some
can you give an example?
First bill, when draft the bill with the Auditor General's officers and the legal officers, they put the powers to the Audit Commissions, the power to impose the penalty.
Right.
I mean the surcharge powers.
Yes.
But unfortunately, after these all amendments with the cabinet, they got all powers to the secretaries as chief accounting officers.
Right.
Of the ministries.
Right.
Now, who are the powers to impose the
fine, the surcharge?
Surcharge.
Right.
The secretaries.
Okay.
Not the Audit Commission. Even Audit Commissions no powers to report again.
Right.
I mean there must be a bound. If the chief accounting officers impose power, then there must be a bound to them, to the Audit Commission.
Right. So there is no binding.
Well, no binding in the bill, in this bill.
In the new one.
The new one.
Right.
No responsibility to report.
So the Audit Commission will say this is how much the surcharge should be. Then that amount is communicated to the Ministry Secretary.
Yeah.
The Audit Commission's job is finished at the time, and the Ministry Secretary take over implementation.
Yeah.
But the Ministry Secretary, for example, is he is the Chief Accounting Officer of the Ministry, but his travel plans, his benefits, all coming through the Minister.
Minister, yeah.
So how will we live with that?
Other thing is, why purpose to this type of the surcharge powers and the penalties in the bill?
Yeah.
Because all ministers, ministry secretaries implementing the orders of the politicians.
Yeah.
As you mentioned clearly, the ministers' orders.
Yeah.
You know, some ministers say, you do this one like that.
Yeah.
Then they will do it. Then after that, when the audit inquiries, all these auditors, then they will find these are malpractices. Who ordered these?
The
Ministers. Yeah. Then secretaries must be the chief accounting officer. As the chief accounting officer, they are held responsible.
Right.
But in this bill, now they are the person implementing the bill.
Right.
Okay. Other thing is, then they can put some inquiries. If the Auditor General say this must be the fine, must surcharge, then they can go through the inquiry, disciplinary inquiry, internal inquiry. Okay? After the internal inquiry, if Chief Accounting Officer, Secretary say this is not the fine, this is not fair. Our internal disciplinary action, internal disciplinary inquiry officer say this is not fair, this is unfair, then they can reject it. In this bill,
they can reject it.
In that bill, you can see the clause 19, to disciplinary, after the disciplinary action or judiciary action, they can say this surcharge is unfair, then they can adjust, so they can say what the amount they must charge.
Or like the Presidential Secretary, Austin Fernando, he can take the report and send it to the National Archives to be closed for 30 years. So that's the
other thing is internal audit. Before that, internal audit is under the supervision of the Auditor General.
Right.
In this bill, with the amendment of the cabinet amendments, they removed the internal audit from the Auditor General. Why purpose? What purpose?
What's the purpose?
The internal auditing is the main system of the financial management in any organization.
The internal audit.
Yes. But under this supervision of the Auditor General is a mechanism.
So also, Mr. Handunnetti, it will depend on the Auditor General. Who is the Auditor General? For all, like in the central bank, the comparison, it depends on the governor. If the governor is a strong guy, committed to good, like perhaps Dr. Kumaraswamy, then the results will be different from the governor like Arjuna Mahendran. Now, Governor Kumaraswamy, I think we must make it clear that the current trial that is going on in the 4th Magistrates Court is not to do with the Presidential Commission of Inquiry. It is to do with a complaint made by the Governor of the Central Bank, Dr. Indrajit Kumaraswamy, on certain matters that they found out, and it is on that complaint that these people have been remanded and that there is a trial carrying on. So we like to make that point clear, that the difference in style. If we had another rogue governor, then we won't have this this progress. So the same way, at the moment we are happy we have got Dr. Gamini Vijay Singha as the Auditor General. But in the future, what will happen in the future?
There may be some other person. I don't know. These
also I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. So that's why we need good rules and good systems in place.
For example, I can show you. This is the audit bill of the Kenya. different from the Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
The Kenya is a different cultures and the different political situations.
Yeah.
Is in African region.
Yeah.
But 2015,
Yeah.
they have passed the bill in Parliament.
Yeah.
You can see the power to the report to the police.
Yes.
The Auditor General power.
Can I just read that,
Yeah.
please? So this is from the Mr. Handunnetti has just given us this. It's the Kenya Gazette supplement. It's from the Republic of Kenya, and it's from their Act of 2015. And I'm going to read out to you what the Kenyan government have done, said about the same sort of thing. It says here, under Section 64 of the Public Audit, the Kenya Gazette Supplement, the Public Audit Act of 2015, Section 64.1, where the Auditor General establishes that any person, supplier or company has been involved in fraud or corrupt practice, the Auditor General shall report to the Police, Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission or the Public Procurement Oversight Authority for their action. Now that is what you call one big law. Thank you, Mr. Handunnetti, for bringing that and showing it to us. But also, you have got here ministry secretaries. They have got the power. They're already existing.
Yeah, already existing means in the Treasury. He is Mr. Bhaskar Lingam at that time, Treasury Secretary.
Yeah.
Imposed the Treasury Circular.
Yeah.
Circular number 320, 1993.
Yeah.
It granted to the imposing power of the surcharge.
Yeah.
To secretaries.
Yeah.
From 1993 up to this time,
Yeah.
no anyone surcharge.
Wow. That's,
no anyone
no
reported surcharges. But then how we can trust?
This new act is the same thing.
Yeah. Other thing is, then you can see here, this bill already imposed the penalty who give the misuse information.
Yes. To the Auditor General.
Yeah, Auditor General.
Yeah.
Is the maximum penalty is 100,000.
Yeah.
In this bill.
In this bill.
It's already say රුපියල් ලක්ෂයකට නොවැඩි දඩයකට හෝ මාස 6කට නොවැඩි සිරදඬුවමකට. The limit of that maximum is 100,000.
100,000 and 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months.
Yeah.
Then government reduce it to up to 5,000.
Just 5,000.
No. Then with my argument, then again they increased up to 25,000.
Okay.
I put that amendment. It must be the minimum 5,000, not the maximum.
Right.
It must be the minimum.
Minimum 5,000.
But with this argument, in the finally day of that bill pass, in 5th of July, then they agreed to 25,000.
I see.
What is this malpractice?
Yes, it's all a bit of nonsense.
Yeah. Because when the government impose some frauds, penalties against some innocent people, if you know that very well, then they pass the bill. If some road driver cross the road,
yes, exactly,
the penalty is 25,000.
Oh, Sudhira Kapur Trisipan.
Yeah. 25,000.
Yeah.
But here,
this is a huge thing. It can be millions. Like the central bank bond can be millions and millions of rupees.
Is the government officers they encouraging to malpractice in here?
I mean, it's astonishing. For example, just to say, the telephone calls shared between Arjun Aloysius, Mr. Mahendran, and the chief dealer of the EPF, and Kausan Palisena, the CEO, over 1,800 telephone calls just to these guys, only to them. And so they obviously we need good rules to control this. But one other thing, Mr. Handunnetti, those are your concerns that you had, and I wonder whether we've got a minute. Why do you think you can tell us the 3 points in Sinhalese language? Because we have a large audience here who will listen to that in Sinhalese. Tell me the main 3 concerns that you have about this in Sinhalese: the implementation by the secretaries, the reduction of the fine, and that already we have had these things before, but there is no implementation.
මූලිකම දේ තමයි Mr. Faraz ඉගෙනකාධිපතිවරයාගේ බලය අමාත්‍යංශ ලේකම්වරුන්ට පැවරීම. දැන් ඊළඟට මේකේ ප්‍රධානම දේ තමයි අමාත්‍යංශ ලේකම්වරයෙක්ගේ අතින් වරදක් නොත් කවුද ඒකට සර්චාර්ජ් කරන්නේ? අධිභාර පනවන්නේ. ඒකදී ආපු දේ තමයි අවසානයේදී ජනාධිපතිවරයාට තමයි ඒක පවර්ලා තිබුණේ. ජනාධිපතිවරයා ටැක්ස් කලෙක්ටර් කෙනෙක් හැටියට වගේ තමයි ඊළඟට දැන් සර්චාර්ජ් කලෙක්ටර් කෙනෙක් වෙන්නේ. අපි ඒකට විරුද්ධ වුණා. අපි කිව්වා විගණන කමිෂමට ඒ බලය දෙන්න. විගණකාධිපතිවරයා එකෙන් අයින් කරන්න. ඒතකොට conflict of interest වෙන හින්දා. ඒකට විගණන කොමිසමේ ඉන්න ජජ් කෙනෙක්. එයා දාලා කමිටියක් පත් කරන්නේ. නමුත් ඒක ඒගොල්ලෝ ගත්තේ නැහැ. දැන් අවසානයේදී මේක සංශෝධනය වෙන්නේ අමාත්‍යංශ ලේකම්වරයෙකුට සර්චාර්ජ් අධිභාර පැනවීමේ බලය යන්නේ භාණ්ඩාගාර ලේකම්ට. ට්‍රෙෂරි සෙක්‍රටරිට. ගැප් එකක් තියෙනවා. ට්‍රෙෂරි සෙක්‍රටරි වරදක් කරොත් කවුද සර්චාර්ජ් පනවන්නේ? ඒක මේකේ උත්තරයක් නෑ දැන්.
දැන් ඒක සයිලන්ට්.
පී.බී. ජයසුන්දර භාණ්ඩාගාර ලේකම් හැටියට තමයි එයාට උසාවිය යන්න සිද්ධ වුනේ. දැන් උඟාක් මූල්‍ය ගනුදෙනු වල ප්‍රධාන වගකීම් දරන්න අපි දන්න විදිහට මුදල් අමාත්‍යාංශ ලේකම්වරයා, භාණ්ඩාගාර ලේකම්වරයා. දැන් ඒකට උත්තරයක් මේකේ නෑ. ඒක ප්‍රධාන ප්‍රශ්නයක් මේ පනතේ. ඊළඟට අධිභාර ක්‍රියාවලියෙන් එහා ගියපු දේවල් තමයි අභ්‍යන්තර විගණනය. විගණකාධිපතිවරයාගේ සුපර්විෂන් එක යටතේ තියෙන ඕන දෙයක් ඒක ඉවත් කරලා තියෙනවා.
ඕකේ.
ඊළඟට මේකේ පෙනල්ටි එකේ ගාන දැන් වැරදි තොරතුරක් විගණකාධිපතිවරයාට සපයන කෙනෙකුට උපරිම දඩය තිබුණේ රුපියල් ලක්ෂයයි. ඒක කමිෂන් එකෙන්ම කියලා තිබුණා. ඒක කැබිනට් එකේ ඒක 5000ට අඩු කරලා තියෙනවා. අපේ සංශෝධනයක් තිබුණේ 5000 අවම වෙන්න ඕන. මිනිමම්. ඉතින් ඒව තමයි මේකේ තියෙන බරපතලම ප්‍රශ්න. ඉතින් ඒව විතරක් නෙමෙයි අතරම මේ පනත මේකේ මුල් පනත ගත්තොත් විගණකාධිපති ගාමිණී විජේසිංහ මහත්මයා හදපු මුල් පනත ගත්තොත් ජාතික වැදගත්කමක් යුක්ත ව්‍යාපෘති සම්බන්ධයෙන් ප්‍රයිවට් සෙක්ටර් එක පවා විගණනය කරන්න පුළුවන් විදිහට තමයි තිබුණේ. Because that there are so many connection with the private sector projects, the government projects, RDA, CB, and so many other institutions. They are with the private investment, private projects. Then that is why Audit General and Audit Commission must have the power to investigate the private sector activity, what they done in their project. Then, for example, if you have some projects to the private contractor to highway,
to make the
highway, or some other electricity project, our project, you know there are so many mini hydropower projects with the private sector, public-private partnership. Then Auditor General must have the power to investigate those private sector accounts also.
Correct.
For example, bond commission issue, bond scam.
They should be able to look into the matter, of any of the primary dealers.
Primary dealers. Like that. Either in first bill, the draft bill, they impose it as the national interest.
Right.
According to the national interest, Auditor General must have the power to investigate the private sector also. It is not the force. But
they
the agreement.
Okay. Now, there is one thing else also. Now, Mr. Handunnetti, you did great COPE committee, and then it went to the Presidential Commission, which is all very good. But now, page 816 of the Presidential Commission of the bond report, page 816. I'm looking at my copy here. The EPF and other statutory bodies during the period relevant to the mandate of the Commission the aggregate loss was calculated by at the Commission as 8,529,964,000, basically 8.5 billion. Now then, at the same time, I must point out that the law provides that perpetual treasuries could be held liable to a fine equivalent to twice the value of the sum, or in some other sum as the court may decide. Perpetual treasuries could be liable to a fine equivalent to twice the value of the sum. Now then, and that's on page 919 of the report. Now then, 8.5 billion is the loss. Double that is 17 billion.
Yeah.
The Prime Minister, Malik Samaravikrama, and very recently the Governor of the Central Bank said that they have got approximately 12 billion. The Governor was the most correct. He said they've got about 11.7 billion.
From whom?
Of money, of perpetual money stuck in the system. Now, the Prime Minister and Malik Samaravikrama say tamba satyak paadu wela naha me rateta. Eka sampurna me වැරදි තීරණයක්. වැරදීමක් කරලා තියෙනවා. That is approximately 12 billion. But the fine comes to 17 billion. Who is going to pay the balance 5 billion? Now, and this is why, Mr. Handunnetti, as chairman of CORP, what we are saying to you is, you really must somehow have another commission of inquiry. You must look into it at CORP. And that is the second bond issue that started on the 31st of March 2016. Because the term of this presidential commission finished on the 31st of March 2016. Their terms of reference finished there. To find out more about the profits of that bond, you have to go beyond 31st of March. And that's why the CORP needs to look into it, and we need a presidential commission of inquiry. Because there is another 6 billion approximately. That's what the information that our people are telling us. And lots of the information that the people told us, today we know that that is all true. So I hope that you will have a second inquiry.
Yeah, not is a second inquiry. According to my power as the CORP chairman, then I can continuously conduct my investigation with the central bank.
Will you conduct it and have a look for the 31st?
Because of that, my CORP report is not the end of that investigation. Okay? It is only a one part of that investigation on central bank.
Yes.
Continuously. I can summon any institution, any
I think that's what you need to do.
Then the next time also we plan, at my second period, again I want to summon the central bank and all other banks.
Yes, I think
then we can start it.
Exactly, and this time you will get better answers. Because Dr. Kumaraswamy is a different kettle of fish to Mr. Mahendran.
Yeah.
He's a different kettle of fish. And everybody has a lot of respect. So when do you think you will announce that you will look into the...
Our committee, and in my power as a chairman, I can summon then no problem, because they have to responsible to my committee on this investigation also. What they have done, what they have got the actions against these prevention actions. They must have not only the Mahendran no associates completely. There must be a system. Then we can ask, what new system?
And will you call them and ask them to come for the second one?
Sure. It's okay.
When do you think you will call for this?
No, I can't say the exact date today.
No.
But we can do it.
You'll do it.
No problem. Sure. I'm promising.
You heard it right here on Newsline from Sunil Handunnetti. We will have a second inquiry into this.
Sure, we can do it, because it is a continuous process. Continuing, we can do it. Other thing is, Mr. Faraz, anybody can't say, I am fraud, I got the money from the government and from this bank, I robbed it, then I have the money, I will give it to you. How can say? I have robbed the 12 billion.
I robbed the 12 billion, so I'm returning it to you.
Now it's okay with
and
us.
Then I'm going home.
The manager also can't say.
Yeah.
Robert came here, then he got the 12 billion, then again he put it in my bag.
So matter closed.
No matter closed, so then I can return it.
Yeah.
How can say?
Yeah. That's not the way the law works.
That is why Ranil Wickremesinghe or Malik Wickremesinghe can't say,
yeah,
we have money.
Yeah.
It is not the money.
Then Mr. Sunil Handunnetti, one more question. What happens to the money, the interest that perpetual treasuries are making now? Because now they've got some bonds, instruments, they've got it in the central bank. They can't take it out, but those bonds are attracting interest. What should happen in your view? What should happen to that?
That is why in our reports we mentioned clearly, we can't say definite amount.
Yeah.
What is the amount of the loss or profit here?
Yeah.
Because that this is a process. You know, if the bond is issue, after the issuing the bond, bond is in the market.
Right.
It is a process now.
Yes.
Processing. If somebody is close the door, but the bond is out of door in the market.
Indeed.
Then they can earn the money again.
And I think
I can't say
if we may, in our humble way, perhaps if we can give you a suggestion that when you start your second inquiry into the second bond, perhaps you should start by saying that the loss in the first one we have discovered is so much, and we will now let you know what the level is for the second one. And therefore, 1 and 2 together is the amount, the national amount for the whole country.
Yeah, but the problem is, Mr. Faraz, there are callers again in my committee.
Yes.
Then they will do something.
But this time we have, you know all the tricks, because the footnotes and everything, you know the tricks.
With the past experience.
Yes, and now maybe this time Harsha De Silva and all those people, they'll be more careful, A, not to make the footnotes, B, not to write any books, and C, not to use their mobile phones. Even Viber is not safe.
Sometimes they will use another tricks.
Another technology. Who knows? But as long as you're on the ball, then the people of the country will be grateful to what you all are doing.
Sure.
And as far as us is concerned, our network, we are always ready to help to uncover the truth. And to bring it in the interest of the people.
My intention is to come to get the co-op committee and investigation to the media.
Indeed. And I think all of these members will all be very careful about the media especially, because the media, like us, the Newsfirst, Team Newsfirst, we are on the ball here. We've got all these people out here in this in here, and Gan Sampat, Watawala, Surang Selnak, everybody out here are looking into this thing. And even the young people, like the Chaturanga Haparachis and the Zulfik Farzans of this world, even they are interested, because this is a bug. You have started a bug to find the information, to find the fraud. And people like people who are involved in this, they cannot hide anywhere. They won't be able to hide. Last and final question. We wanted to discuss so many things, but let's look at Sri Lankan Airlines. Now this commission is going. People are giving evidence. Suren Ratwata is there. This is Charita Ratwata's brother. But my question is, all these people, even Mahendran was there at the commission. Every day he used to be there. He sat very close to me actually. And he used to write notes and all this. But suddenly, he's gone out of the country. He was allowed to go. So, don't you think that there should be some travel restrictions placed on these people? How can you help us to help the people to do that?
Same issue in the airline commission and the bond commissions. I think the practice is same. That is why my suggestion is stop the any passport facility and the all things.
To put a travel ban.
Travel ban. There must be. If not, they will remove, because they can do it. They are.
Well, I mean, now with the bond matter, they have put travel bans on all the directors past and present at perpetual treasuries and so on.
Same issue in using that.
But Mahendran went away. He slipped from the net. Now the Prime Minister is in Singapore. Maybe the secret meeting. What do you think? Shall we go to Singapore, you and me?
Yeah, no, you can send the camera. Yesterday also I said the media responsibility with the Prime Minister. I think your camera, your media guys there.
Do you think they'll kill me if I go and find them? We can go together. We can go to Singapore and look for them. But they'll both know us, so they'll hide. But Sunil Handunnetti, thank you very much. You've been marvelous to come on our program. And it's important work like what you all do that will make people think twice or even 3 times before trying to commit these frauds. Because these people, now you see, the young man is in remand. His wife is expecting their other child, and father-in-law is on the run. He doesn't care about his daughter and the devastation to their own family life.
We try to separate the politics and the businesses that way.
That's right. So, but that's how it should be. But if they want to continue to do frauds like this is. The sad part is that Mr. Mahendran's controversy coming back all the way, not only in this government but before, even when he was at the BOI in the early 2000s. And everybody ignored that. And now the Prime Minister says he doesn't know where they are. So very sad for that. We can say this. We know that there are people who, I said earlier, who are frightened of what we'll do or what information we can get, and there are people already who are frightened. Don't want to mention the name, but I know that they are frightened. But what to do? All good things will come to an end, and even bad things must come to an end at some time. But Sunil Handunnetti, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we look forward to welcoming you on our network at any time. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's about it. The way it was on Newsline today, on Monday, the 9th of July, 2018. Take care. God bless.
News First, Newsline with Faraz Shauketaly.